how much will the dip? That's what everyone wants to know, and that's what I want to know. So today, I'll be looking at the BLX chart. That's basically the entire history of the Bitcoin price. So let's go to daily, and I'll be going back through each run, and I'll be seeing how far each dip dips. So at the moment, we're certainly in a bit of a scary dip. We've just broken all-time high and we come back down, but let's see how much it's dipped already. So we're down about 12%, but let's compare that to the other dips so far. So from last peak to dip, basically 21%. Last one, 21%. And let's just include a few small ones as well. Got 12%. This one was pretty brutal, 22%. And that's basically the bear market, so that's all down only. Now, if we still pretend this is the bull market, let's go 20%. This one, bit of an anomaly, but I'll count it anyway. That one was a brutal 50%. How about this one? 17%, 25%. Coming down to this one, 30%. That is near the top, granted though. Although this is getting pretty close to the top, so let's go back here. 15%, still fairly big in the grand scheme of things. 17%. And this one was the COVID crash, so I'm not really going to count that one. But if we go back to the 2017 run, this is certainly a bit easier to read. So let's take a look. We got 32%. Ouch. This one, a bit of a slower one. This was only over 16 days. We got 40%. That was pretty brutal. This one, over 40 days and 40%. Jeez. This one we got here, 30%. Here we go, 35%. Now, coming over to the halving. From the peak to the bottom, 38%, basically 40%. And just for fun, let's take a look at the 2013 run. So, peak to trough, 80%. Ouch. How about a bit before that? 50%. Although that is from $14 to $8, certainly a long time ago. And let's just take a look at this one. 50%. Damn. So if we just take a look at it all in context, in the 2013 run, we got basically 50%, 80%, and 50% again. Ouch. How about the next one? 2017 run? We got 38%, 38, 35, 32, 39, I'll round that to 40, 38, round that to 40, 32, I'll round that to 33. Alright, and the 2021 run. Let's see what we got. We got 17%, 15%, 31%, 25, 17%, 51%, although I'd say that's probably a bit out of the ordinary, and 21%. We'll just put an asterisk next to that, and let's take a look at where we are today. So I didn't count the yellow ones in the previous one, so I'll just take a look at these ones. So far we got a 21% drop and an 11% drop. So if we take all the ones we've got so far, put them in order, if we take a look at them all so far, it looks like we're certainly getting more dips. Although the dips are dipping a bit less. Because in the 2013 run, 50% dip, 80% dip, and 50% dip. 2017 run, basically 40, 38%, 30, 40, 40, and 30. So the average of that, you certainly could say about 35%. So let's just do a quick average in my head, about 65%. Average for this one, let's just say round it around to 35. And 2017 run, certainly still pretty bad, but not as bad. Let's just say that's about a 25%. So far, just counting the ones in the blue box, only had 21% and 12%. So in the grand scheme of things, really not that bad. And realistically, if we just take a look at where we are, so from the top already of 73, let's just say 74k, down to where we are at 64.5k. Honestly, if we average it out to the last ones, let's say we could go down 20%. that would be basically at 60k. And let's say we get a pretty brutal one. Let's just say 30%. Let's see where that could put us. So a 30% drop, seeing as we're peaked 73k. Let's see what a 30% drop would be. So this would be, ouch, all the way down to 51k. Whether we get down to 51k, I doubt it, although we do have to take into account everything is a possibility. And if you've seen my other previous videos, you know just before the halving certainly can be pretty volatile, so better be careful with your leverage out there at the moment.